Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast. So I am live. I'm sharing out. I don't know if anybody ever comes on these things, but yeah, I do know they do come, y'all. They don't say they here, but they here, y'all. They be here. I see you show up. I see you show up in my statistics and stuff. I mean, did I say statistic? Well, whatever that word is, I'm trying to pronounce it. But let me share out though, y'all. Because I used to wouldn't share because I was trying not to really own it, but own it, I mean, there's so much I've overcome in the last few years. I mean, no, not few years, but this last year and some months. Yeah, so I'm talking about my no energy days. Let me tell y'all about the no energy days and why they suck. My no energy days, they really suck because, first of all, like today, I'm going to give you an example of my no energy days, okay? Because I was supposed to clean up today. Yeah. Well, Saturday. It's Sunday morning now. It's exactly 12:30. January the 9th. Sunday, January 9th. I was supposed to done this Saturday. I had all day Saturday to clean up. Didn't have nothing to do, y'all. All day Saturday. But I tell you, it feels so hard some days. Some days it feels so hard just to get out of bed and move to do a little something. And so it took me all day to talk myself into coming on in here and finish cleaning up. See, I had started earlier and then I stopped. I got distracted and I'm going to tell y'all how it starts. Like for me, it started back here at Christmas, okay? Y'all remember when I told y'all back here at Christmas time what my mama did? How she came in here and she basically said, well, I ain't never felt like you was one of my daughters and stuff like that. Well, you don't realize how bad words hurt. Y'all, that's why words hold power. I didn't even have the strength. I beat myself up, y'all. I'm not going to kid you. I really did. Even though you know what to do sometimes, it's still hard because of who is doing it and who is saying it. It's hard. So let me tell y'all what I did. This whole time, and I didn't really realize that I was doing it like this either. But this whole time, I was beating myself up for the words that she said to me because I didn't speak up for myself. Okay, that's when I started beating myself up. And then that's the moment when I just started letting myself go. Yes, I just started letting myself go. I didn't want to do nothing. Didn't want to talk to nobody. I know there's probably a few people now wondering why she didn't get back with me since folks got back with me. Well, it's hard. I ain't going to lie to you. Y'all, if you hear movement, it's because I'm finally getting the notion to clean up. And I just come on talking with y'all because I'm not going to make myself clean up whether I want to or not. Because come this morning, around 11, 12 o'clock, I want to walk in here and my house smell like, a little bit like disinfected. I can't use much Clorox. But what little bit I can use, I want my house to smell good for Sunday morning. So if it takes me staying up 2, 3 o'clock to get it right, get it tight, that's what's going to happen. Because I know I'm so much better than this. I know I'm so much better than this. But I tell you, this whole week, I pushed to get my workouts out. Well, ever since Christmas, it's been like a downer. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I've been talking to y'all a little bit about it, but it was worse than I think what I was saying, and it was worse than what I was feeling because, when you've been trained to deal with a high tolerance of pain, you really don't feel how bad you hurt until you start getting physical ailments and you start finding yourself staying in bed more. I mean, that was so much. I should have just realized it. I wish, I got to get my therapist back because I would have talked this with my therapist. I have a psychiatrist, but I don't have a therapist right now because the EDMR therapist, she left without saying anything. And I don't think I really got over that either because I think I'm really just now beginning to miss that part, knowing that I don't have a therapist. I did try to look and find one, but I couldn't stay focused long enough. So I missed out on that. I missed out on finding one, but I'm going to call back to where my psychiatrist's office is and see if they have a replacement person in there now so that I can get back on track. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. Some of us just need a little extra help than others because some of us have dealt with things for a long time. And when you've been, listen, y'all, I just got a free life like last year. You hear me? I sound like I'm playing a Mario game. But I just got a free life like last year. So, this is all new to me, living free. Living emotionally free and stuff. And so I still, there's still these little mind battles that come up. And that was one of them when she said that old mean, hateful stuff. And it just, people just be eating her up too. People that don't know no better, they'll think that I'm the bad person. And I tell y'all, I will go to war over my mothers. I will. But I had to learn how to really... Listen, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me make that clear now. I used to would go to war over them. And I still would, depending on what the situation is. If it was a life or death situation, I would do what needs to be done, okay? I would step up as a daughter and do what needs to be done. But saying that war, I have to be careful how I say that because some battles they pick, and there's no need in me jumping in that, and go get the worst end of it. But I do feel bad. And I do hate that I wasted so much time. It just felt like I just really felt like all I could do was lay there, y'all. That's how I felt all week. It's like I can't do nothing but lay there. So I've got stuff here that I've got to get done tonight. I mean, I really can't play with this. Like, I got to get this stuff done. And this is a good time to do it. I should have went on and played the gospel music, but, we might can still listen to some gospel music together. At least that one little song. Y'all know that one little song I like? All in His Hands or All in God's Hands. I like that one little song. But I am up and finally moving. And it does feel good to be finally up and moving. It's just that I have days like that. There are days when, I don't, like, after I've been around somebody that negative. I mean, y'all, how negative it was. I literally sat there and froze, and she was dead in my face, knowing that she got, at the time she had strep throat. And I'm going to tell you what she did the first Sunday. Okay, let me just tell this stuff, because it really does affect me a lot. And I really just don't talk to family like that. If they hear it, they hear it on here because, I mean, it's just that type of relationship how we are. It's like I really don't have, I can talk with family members and stuff, but it's better to talk with a stranger. Sometimes it's just better for me to talk to a stranger, and they can get it, they can hear what I got to say on here. I mean, I ain't got no problems with nobody. I have spoken back with my family and stuff, so I don't have no problems with anybody. I just prefer to talk on here because this is like my safe place, my safe space. I know it's a public space though. But that's what makes it safe for me, because it's public. Because anything I say on here, because it is public, it's kind of like I'm not alone. Because others hear it. Like, others hear my story now. So it's something, should happen that's not supposed to be happening and stuff. And I'm not speaking anything bad on myself, but I'm just saying there was a time when I thought I wasn't going to live through 2019. There was just so many attempts on my life. And I know I sound like the crazy one, though. But there was just so many attempts on my life I didn't really know if I was going to make it or not through 2019 and 2020. But I prayed every day, Lord, keep me sane, keep my mind, guarded. Help me out, Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just knocking stuff over. Y'all know what happened. I was piling stuff on top of stuff. I shouldn't have been doing that. But anyway, I was just, I was basically, just praying my way through a lot of stuff. And I don't think, because I just feel safer on here. That's the moral of it all, is that when I put it on here, I don't have to keep repeating myself over and over. You come back and rewind it, listen to it again and again, and you hear what I'm saying. Like all those times I came on different times of night, crying and stuff, it's because, I'm hurt. Not just hurt, but I'm in a state of shock because I didn't expect my mom to do stuff like that she was doing. I didn't expect none of that, y'all. But in the back of my mind, my subconscious mind knew how she was, but I still am shocked sometimes. I don't want to believe it. Still, I want to believe she's that loving, caring image of a mother that I have in my head. Okay? But what forces me to face the truth, oh my God, did I throw away my garlic? Okay. But what forces me to face the truth is the fact that because I am a child of God, because I do stand on the word of God, and that means I have to be real. I have to be real with myself and with God, because that's how I'm going to get my healing. That's how I'm going to get my healing, is by being real and not fake. Do anybody else like the smell of garlic? I do. Let me tell y'all. I'm here now, and I make these little garlic bottles. You can plant them too if you want to. Out of the whole garlic hub, you just put them in some water and just let them sit there about a week or so, and your house will smell like garlic, like you at the Chinese restaurant or something. I love that scent. But you can't leave it in there too long, because then the scent would be too strong and you'll be like, it stink now. So I do that from time to time. And I love coffee, the smell of coffee and pumpkin spice. I do simmer on the stove to make my house smell better, because I have migraines, so I can't really do a lot of the other scents. However, though, since I quit smoking, I am getting where I can tolerate a little more scents. Like my trash bag is lemon scent, and that's off the chain. And I can do a little bit of the sprays now, so I'm thankful for that. Okay, so where was I at, y'all? All right. I have no idea. I have no idea where I was at, what I was saying. I jumped topics. Y'all, you got to work with me here. I mean, that's just part of it. That's part of what I go through, y'all, is that I do lose train of thought a lot, okay? I do. And it's okay. I've learned to forgive myself for the things I can't remember. I've learned not to take it out on myself for the things I can't remember. And I may start off one way, but see, because this is live. See, when I do like my other shows and stuff, I have a whole agenda to go by. But when I'm doing it live here, honey, there's no agenda to go by. It's what you get. You get what you get. Okay, so it's real. When I'm on here, it's not written. Nothing is written out. And I'm not saying my other shows ain't good, because I do need it written out, because you gotta remember artist names and stuff like that, and dates, and you gotta be exactly right. So there's another garlic leaf thing. So that part, I just forgot what I was saying, and it just happened. That's part of the disorder that I have. What did I say it was? CPTSD. That's part of the PTSD, is that you may be talking and just lose all train of thought, short-term memory sometimes. And I pray that this is short because in the last, it goes to 2019 is when all this started, y'all. For real. It's when all this started. And it's like when she do something to me, it rewinds my whole life. Like my whole life goes all the way back to 2019. However I treated people back then, that's how I will start treating them, as if that's who they are now. You know, and I have to catch myself. I have to stop myself and say, girl, no. Baby, no. You're in 2021. Or no, 2022. My bad. I really do. I have to check myself like that. Because it's so traumatic. And I don't know what else my brain is hiding or whatever it's doing. But I pray to be, the normal person God would have me to be. That's all I can say. Is that I pray to be the normal person that God would have me to be even better than I was before. Because I had been suffering with this stuff for a long time. So I pray to be better than I was before. And truth be told, I think I already am better than I was before. Because I'm doing stuff now with my life that I never done before. And like days like this, it used to take me months to get back on my feet after talking to her. But I thank God that I was able to catch this in time so I can keep talking about it until I'm just like, okay, let's let it go and move forward. See, I need to get it out. And like I said, I don't have women friends like that I can call and really talk to. Like really have a down-to-earth conversation that I can trust. Most of the women friends that I had in the past, they always found, they were going through stuff themselves, and so they always found a reason to make me out to be a bad person or something like that. At least in my mind, that's how it was. They may not see it like that, but it was like they always just required too much of me, and it was like I never could talk about the things that I was going through because here they is going through so much stuff, and every time we talk, it was never about let's talk about how we moving forward and how we making things happen. It was always the sad pity stories, and I had to learn that those pity stories do not give you life. And so I just had to stop that. That's why now this is not a pity story. Do not pity me because I got my butt up. It is what? It's 12:46 in the morning. But I got up to come in here with one goal. And that goal were two goals. One, to talk to y'all. And the other was to clean my house up some. So when I wake up in the morning, because I'm getting up, I'm catching sunrise in the morning. I've been catching sunrise the last 3 days. And I can tell y'all it is a beautiful sight. It is refreshing. And right there at my bed, all I got to do is move my curtain. And I see the beautiful orange colors come up in the morning, and I think that's just something beautiful, and that's just something that I thank God for how He created this world and stuff. So don't do no pity party for me. You can pray for me. Pray that things will start being more better on my mind and stuff, but I ain't doing no pity. All right, let me get me something to wipe down with. No, y'all, we can't do no pities. Y'all know why we can't do no pity parties? Because we've been doing too many of them. Ooh, this stink. Ooh, this stink. What did I do? I'm finna do it. I know it. I figured like I had another one of these bottles of spray. Woo. I got it. Just did. But I got it. Alright, y'all. So, yeah, so don't pity me. If I'm up this time of night cleaning up, hey, I just thank God I was able to get up and come do something. Because come Wednesday when that trash man come, he gonna have some work. Now that man, he loves taking out trash. Uh-oh. Why you don't want to spray, little thing? Oh. I don't even know what this smells like. Oh, it smells good. And I gotta make me a list, y'all, of things that I need. I just didn't. I tell y'all, she really shut me down for a while. Like, I was down ever since Christmas. I didn't neglect my chores. Let me see, I neglected my chores on my grocery list. I was getting groceries, but I didn't get like items that I needed to. I'm just moving stuff around here, y'all. Bear with me. I did not get items and stuff that I needed to clean with and to restock my bathrooms and stuff. I gotta do that. And on top of that, now y'all know I love the bass guitar. But there my tail was. Not even playing the guitar like that this week. Oh, look at here. I appreciate y'all, those of y'all that are up listening to me. I do appreciate you all. Oh, I got some inboxes coming through. I think it's really going to be... I think I'm really going to be... when I finally do get in a relationship, y'all, I think it's really going to be exciting for me to see how things will work out. Especially now that I know what I'm dealing with myself, you know, and my growth. And then I'm learning a lot too. I chose to go back and learn things about dating and relationships because I just felt like there was a whole lot of stuff that Miss Coco did not know. Even though I teach Relationship 411, because I teach right on with myself, you know, there was just a lot of stuff that I did not know. Ooh, I done found some anointing oil up in here. Let me hold on a little bit. Dang, if I had my thing over here, I could play some gospel music and talk to y'all and hear the music at the same time. Alright, so this is good therapy right here. But I tell y'all what, I want to send a shout out to all those bloggers out there and those TikTok cleaning ladies who, it's their OCD, right? But it be helping people like me. It encourages me to get up and do. Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't never have to clean up like that. When I had boyfriends and stuff, like I had them do all the cleaning. I told y'all that like the woman's work, roles was flipped. It was like they was the woman and I was the man. Like, I'm making the money, I'm bringing in the food and all that stuff, I'm paying the bills, and you just be ready for bed and you be ready for bed and to keep the house clean and cook. That's what I required, okay? It ain't like that now, though, because now I've touched into my feminine side, and, you know, sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna lie, to me, that was normal, that was natural, you know, and maybe it's just me, but to me, that was natural to operate like that, because that's what I knew, that's what I was raised up seeing, was the women in my family take charge. It's crazy, but yeah. Let me hit this dude back. Hi, how was your day? Hi, it was great. And yours? It was great, though. It was a great day. I didn't do nothing, but it was still a great day. But anyway, though, see, I watched, like, okay, so, like, my biological mama, she had a husband, a whole husband. But she always did, like, she was always the one going out there and making the sacrifices and stuff. I never saw my daddy go out there and make sacrifices like that. My biological dad, never saw him go make no sacrifices. And that's probably where I got that from. That's probably where I got that from, watching her and him. Just always been the hustler. In the long run, it pays to be a woman and stay in a woman's place. Yep. You cannot move me out of a woman's place for nothing now. I'm serious, y'all, because, like, when I was trying to do it all, I really did feel like I had lost myself. I really did feel like I had to be the male version of who I wanted in my life. And I tell you, I would not do that crap again. I just do what I got to do to take care of myself and, love people, treat people right, maintain my relationship with God. But as far as trying to play like I'm the man of the house again, I would never do that again, because I had older women, y'all, that was telling me, these older women were telling me stuff like, you got to be the mother and the father too. And then my little dumb self believed it, so I'm up there trying to be the mother and the father too, not realizing that if you're going to be this, you're going to lose your womanhood. And then you're going to always be trying to treat men like they women. Then you're going to wonder why, come on somebody, work with me. Then you're going to wonder why the men you get are like sissies. And no disrespect to the sissies, because don't come for me, LGBT, because I don't got nothing to come for. But I'm just saying, and you wonder why the men that you pick they like men. Whew, that was a lot right there, wasn't it? But I'm serious, like the men that I was picking, it was almost as if they didn't even want a woman. What is this? Oh, lemon extract. Yes. Let me add some lemon to this dishcloth. Lemon extract. Oh, yes. Oh, man, I wish I could smell this. This smells so good. But it was like they didn't want women. At least they didn't want me. And I wasn't hurt by that part. But what did kind of get to me, though, I'm going to tell y'all what did kind of get to me, was the fact that they were treating men better than they were me. And that's what made me think they were gay. There, I said it. They were treating the men better than they were treating me. And a lot of our arguments would be about, why are you spending so much time with these men and not spending no time with me? That's what a lot of our arguments would be about. Yup. And to this day, I do still think that they had sugar in their tank. Because you got to think they was on drugs too, so they were getting it any kind of way they could get it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that once my eyes became clear There was a lot of red flags that I looked over, y'all. So you gotta think about that too. I looked over a lot of stuff that they were doing, a lot of people that they were hanging with. Some of the people they were hanging with were these were known bisexual men and women. They were known to be bisexual, and they didn't hide their bisexual, that they were bisexual. But when you start acting like it, you know, that's what really does it right there. When you start acting like it, it's kind of like, bro, you know, just be real with yourself. If you don't be real with me, be real with yourself. Because he got where he was slipping and dipping and dabbing, and I don't know how we got on that conversation. Do y'all know how we got on this conversation? But it's something about cleaning, though. It smells so much better in here already. But this little pile right here, stuff I got, I don't know. This stuff got to go. But yeah, to me, it was like he was treating the men better than he was me. Like, say, if a man came here to my house, he went out of his way to make sure that that man felt welcome and made that man feel like he was at home. He didn't like women. Oh, I guess that's what I'm really trying to say is that secretly... Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I gotta get some tea. Some real tea, y'all. I gotta start me some tea going. Give me a second. And y'all, I'm not bashing him. I'm not bashing those guys. I'm not bashing them. I'm just telling my side of the story, which was that they treated men, y'all, this is green tea. They treated men better than they did me. Like, if a man would call and say, look, I'll be there to pick you up in 5-10 minutes, and we had plans already made, shoot, I can hang my plans up. That dude gone. He gone with them guys. And I never got, what do guys get out of that? You know, what do they get out of leaving their woman to go chill with another man to fix up his house? Like, this is the crazy thing about it. It was kind of like his friends were sabotaging me anyway, because now that I think about it and I look back at it clearly, like every time I plan to do something, all of a sudden they plan to do something. If I plan to have a party, now here they was planning to have a party. And so instead of him choosing to come and party with me, he went to party with others, with them. Wouldn't even come home, wouldn't help with the party or nothing. Wouldn't help me go to the store, pick out stuff, nothing. Didn't contribute to nothing, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So ladies, you're not the only one been played a fool before. I have too. And I tell you, it do suck, it do hurt, realizing that you gave so many years to a man who wouldn't even give you 5 minutes of his time. Yeah, that sucks. That hurts. And that is life. When you don't take time to wait on God. That's why I have to wait on God. Like, I can't be rushing to get into anything right now. It's so important that I wait on God. Because I done been through so much in my life that, like, I'm not trying to get hurt like that. I mean, I know some pain gonna come with new relationships too, but I'm not trying to rush into any kind of pain, that's for sure. But y'all, I tell you, we just never know. We just never know who we getting with, and at the same time, I know I started this off talking about my mom, but somehow I jumped over here. I guess these are just things that have been bothering my mind this week, and just needed to be addressed eventually, and now is my eventually. Because I did think about that too. I was like, I do want to start dating. I have been trying the online dating. But eventually, I want to be able to date where it's not online, you know. Be doing some meetups and stuff. Not right now, though, because Corona is not playing with nobody. So I don't want to meet you that bad. Because what God has for me, He going to wait for me. And He going to, He going to stick by me, whatever need to be done. But now ain't the time really to be out here trying to experience a whole lot. Now's the time to still stay guarded because of Corona. Speaking of Corona, why are so many people, like, they know it spreads, but it's almost as if people don't care. From what I'm seeing, it's like people are only concerned, like, if I make it. But they don't care if anybody else makes it or not. It's a lot of selfishness going on. From what I'm seeing on my end. From what I'm seeing. I mean, something people need to take in consideration is just because it didn't make you sick, don't mean that it won't kill the next person. And that's what pisses me off when I hear people brag about how they can travel and do this and that, and knowing that people are sick out here. Every time I hear tell somebody dying from Corona, I wonder how many people knew they had it and went round them. And believe it or not, you're considered a murderer. You're really a murderer. Because you know better. Yeah, you know better. Oh, what am I going to do with this? I need this. I don't might as well get rid of it. Because if I hold on to this, y'all hear me here talking to myself, talking about, do I need this? Because I will hold on to some stuff, y'all. I sure will. Oh, that's my little thing. This was a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness, y'all. But anyways, like I was saying, I didn't realize how I was attracting bisexual men. Yeah. Yep. And so I've been praying to God on this kind of stuff, and praying to Him about the sexual things and of nature, because eventually you gotta have that talk with yourself. Eventually you gotta have that talk with yourself, a pastor, or somebody that you can trust. You gotta have that talk with yourself about your sexuality, because when you saved, this better not be. Oh, this better not be. Oh, thank God it's not. I was going to say, if that is a piece of gum, y'all, I cannot stand to see gum on anything. The floor. I can't stand to see it on the ground. I barely can stand to see people chewing it, okay? Even though I love gum and I chew gum like crazy, but when you got it hanging out your mouth and junk, it's a story that goes along with that, why I'm like that. Like, my mom used to do that. When she wanted to take my food, every time she wanted what I had, what she would do was she knew how to make my stomach weak. She would take gum out her mouth and stuff and lay it up in my plate while I was eating. And that would just, to this day, I can't stand it. Okay, so. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, so, oh, y'all, hold up. I'm getting inboxes. Okay, so I'm just gonna say that's good. But anyway, that is something. Okay, after looking at this inbox, it just reminded me of something. But that is why, too, that I started looking deeper into things that I had been saying and doing and talking with people, because I was always wondering, out of both my relationships, these guys were bisexual, okay? And so I was wondering, what did I do wrong? I mean, what part of me brought this on? But I know I couldn't have made them like that. They was already like that. But sometimes you just want to know what part of you made them attracted. Why were they attracted to you? And and then when I started studying on it, that's when I started reading about, all this male energy, masculine energy that a woman can give off, because I am very super independent. I'm super duper independent. Like right now, whatever I need, I know how to hustle to get it, I know how to do whatever I need to do to make whatever I need come true. Whatever I need to do, I know how to do it. And so, dang, I think this is all I'm going to do over here on this side. That is just too much right now. I'll straighten up these books, and that's about it on that side. But I know whatever I need to do, how to do it. I'm very self-efficient, and I mean, like, it's hard for me at times to even ask for somebody to help me. I mean, that's how things roll with me. But I've learned how to humble down, and, if I need help, ask for help. Don't be, because everybody needs help. And it's not a sign of weakness when you ask for help. And so in my eyes, it used to be a sign of weakness when you see somebody ask for help, or, the immature mindset and ego would have me like, well, if you got to ask somebody for help, that means that, you can't do it by yourself. You're weak. You're basically a low-class person if you cannot do things by yourself. But since then, I've learned to be better than that. And I have opened up, and I have let a lot of people help me now. And I did. It turns out that I did need the help. But having said all that, I haven't always been that way. I haven't always acknowledged my weakness. I haven't always allowed my vulnerable side to come out. Oh. Y'all, I'm here just moving some stuff around. Don't mind me. Oh, that's right. I'm talking to y'all. But anyways, oh, gosh, what was that? Bottle of water. Anyway, my vulnerable side comes out on this podcast. And I do, like, it's crazy because the ones that I can really talk with are the ones that I can't trust. Like, the ones that I can really have this conversation with and it be like, it will flow, are ones that I can't trust. So, it's crazy. But, anyways, anyway, I learned how to be self-efficient at a young age. And up until now, I said about last year was finally when I was like, well, I do need the help. I do need somebody to help me. I do need to stop acting the way I'm acting and just humble myself down. I wasn't acting bougie or anything, though, y'all. I wasn't acting bougie. I was just acting like a know-it-all. I was acting like a know-it-all. And I would say, a perfectionist. How you say it? Perfectionist. Back then, I could speak clear and stuff. Since having these traumas, I can't speak worth of nothing, hardly. Took all my little interests away. Oh, there's some light bulbs. I need those. Okay, so, I keep losing train of thought tonight. It'll come to me, y'all. Y'all just bear with me. It will come. What was I saying, though? I was saying that I just been so used to taking care of myself. I ain't never been able to depend on nobody since a child. And I think I'm like that, too, because I was let down by so many adults growing up. And I didn't realize how many people had let me down until, I got to talking with my therapist, and I was telling my therapist everything that, I was telling her a lot at the time of what I had been through, and she was like, well, did you tell anybody that, what was going on and that you needed help and that you wasn't safe at home? So, yeah. I told teachers. I told people at church. I told anybody that would listen. But they didn't listen. They told me to be quiet. They said, don't hurt your family like that. And so, that's one thing that stuck in my head, because it's what they were like, you don't want to tear the family apart. That's what all the adults told me, was do not hurt your family like that. This is something you need to just keep quiet. And I did. But y'all know, I always tell y'all about the one lady who was my teacher, who came back years later, like 4 years ago. 4 years, I think it was like 4 years ago. She came back to me, and she had some things going on with her mind. She had tumors on her brain. And she revealed some stuff to me that happened to her when she was a child. And so I took it to be, this is why she told me to be quiet. Because she was raped too by a white man. And she was a little black girl at the time. And when she told her mother, instead of them taking her side, they really just beat her and didn't believe anything she was saying. And the guy never, the charges were never brought up against the guy or anything. So once she told me that, I could understand why she had that fear in her inside of, if I take this child and, they find out that something is going on, then here I am again, she probably really just triggered back to her own, to what really happened to her, to be honest. Now that I know better, but I always forgave them. Even the teachers, when they didn't listen to me, I forgave them. I really did. I forgave them. One thing I can say is that God gave me a forgiving heart. If that I know of, the people that have wronged me and done something to me, there is nobody that I hold a grudge against. Hold up. Wait a minute. There is that one, I think. Well, no, it's not. But there is nobody that I can think of that I'm holding anything against, or, that I didn't forgive. I have a forgiving heart, and I already know, like, the sooner you forgive for real, you can move on with your life. You can move on with your life once you start forgiving people. And, you just got to realize that everybody, the way you may have the world set up in your head may not be what you finna get in this real life out here. Because I did have a fantasy family in my head for years. Yep, I did have a fantasy family in my head. For so many years, I wish I did have Theo Huxtable as a brother. And, Denise and them as sisters and stuff. At least, it was just this fantasy family I had in my head. I always thought that I would be safe. And that, I would have the parents that would keep me safe and stuff. And it just didn't play out the way I wanted it to. But I tell you what, that fantasy, it kept me for a while. It did. It kept me safe for a while, because when I did have stuff going on that was beyond my control, I just always imagined that being my family. and that, Claire Huxtable and, Bill Cosby. Ain't that some junk, though? But Bill Cosby ended up going to prison for, those women, that they said he did. So, that's crazy. That's crazy. But, anyway, they were my fantasy family, and they helped me get through a lot. I learned how to dress and stuff by watching them. I learned how to do hairstyles by watching them. If I can find some of my older pictures, which I doubt because a lot of them got burned up. But a lot of my hairstyles, if you look at my hairstyles, and even some of my hairstyles now are from back in the day, kind of like what they used to wear on that show. Yep. All right, y'all. So I have gotten this kind of finally straightened up over here. Yes, I did. Well, I was talking to y'all, and it took a whole hour, and I did wash down the table. I got one more countertop to wash down and sweep the floor, and that's going to be about it for me. Oh, yeah, I got to wipe down the stove. I didn't use it, but I still want to wipe it down. Told y'all I want that fresh scent. When I wake up in the morning, I come in here and get ready to cook my pancakes, turkey bacon, and eggs. I want it to be beautiful. Yes. I want it to be beautiful in here. But I tell y'all, though, I think life one day at a time. Sometimes we have to not just take it one day at a time, but we have to take it moment by moment so we can stay in the moment. And I thank God that I haven't been disassociating like that. But I have noticed some times when I do zone out, and I definitely want to get to see my therapist about that, because I know what's doing it, but it's actually so deep. I don't want to tackle that by myself. I know God is with me, but also I'm being obedient and waiting for the right people to get in my path to give me, clear, sound direction of which way to go with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just waiting on God. Anyway, y'all want to hear a little song? I'm starting to get sleepy. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:22. Y'all might not hear no song. I know I said we might listen to one, but y'all just catch me tomorrow. Hopefully, I know I said I was going to do the radio show today, but I just couldn't concentrate on it. So, hopefully tomorrow going to be better. I'm having some concentration issues, y'all. And so, it's hard to explain that to people sometimes. Because they always tell me, oh, you're so resilient. Oh, we're so proud of you for bouncing back and stuff. They don't understand. What part of me bounced back? Yeah, I'm doing the mobility thing and stuff like that. But there's things I love that I can't even do right now because I can't concentrate. Because my focus is so interrupted by flashbacks, by thoughts, till it's like, it would be sad if I didn't know Jesus, for real. Because I love to write, and I know this, I love to write. And I've got to come up with a plan of action, a vision, and write it out and make it plain and clear so that I can get my writing back going, so I can get my singing back going, so that I can get my drawing back. All that stuff, it takes brain power. And some days I do not feel like I have that brain power to do that. I know. I barely can get the exercise in some days. And you don't see that because you don't see that on video. How I'm really struggling. Nobody saw last year how I was really struggling to get those exercises in. Now, my eyes from right now, they're not rolling all by themselves right now. Thank God, because I'm not, my mind isn't perceiving any danger right now. So, I'm good right now. But just to try to concentrate on doing what I need to do is very hard. It's very difficult. And Oh, I gotta change something out over here. Yeah. But just concentrating on it is very hard. Because you see, I lose train of thought just sitting here talking to y'all. And that's why I know that I still need to be going to the therapist. I know. But she left me. And didn't say a word. Got my story and left. Oh, I hope she don't sell my story. She need to let me do that. Oh, man. I did not throw this in there right. And dropped out the trash, y'all. But I'm going to find somebody. That's going to be one of my things that I do this week. I did look last week, but I tried Better Health and stuff. And Better Health, I mean, they good, y'all. If you need a therapist, you can go to them. They online, too. But I'd rather deal with people where I can be hands-on. But I'm not going to go into anybody's office right now. But eventually, I do want to be able to go into the office and talk face-to-face. Okay, so let me do that like that. Y'all, it's almost 2 o'clock. No wonder I'm sitting here I'm about to sleep. I got some groceries I got to put up. Got to clean that counter off and sweep. I'm trying to talk my time up so I can get a complete hour. But we're going to be all right, y'all. Those of us that go through these moments, we are going to be all right. And I wouldn't, don't try to focus on it too much. Find you some good preaching to listen to. I'm probably going to do Bishop G. Patterson. You know what, though? I do Bishop G. Patterson all the time. But when I get really stressed out with a person that's evil, oh, my goodness. I had to go to B.W. Smith. Watch them dogs. That sermon, it gets me every time. So I may listen to Watch Them Dogs tonight. That sermon, boy, when I hear him talk about them women and how them guys and stuff is, that sermon is just one that always will just stick with me in hard times. Because it's the truth. And we just need the word of God. Y'all, I'm not well fall asleep. I got to at least, see y'all, I didn't got comfortable now. I didn't got in my comfortable state of mind. And so I'm relaxed now. And so my sleep is coming on. And the smell of this, what are you here? Let me see. The smell of this Lysol Power Kitchen Cleaner lemon scent is just relaxing me. And I feel sleepy. And so I want to turn the light off and go on to sleep. But I got to do what I got to do first. But anyway, it was good talking to y'all. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast on YouTube and Facebook. And on TikTok and Twitter, it's at Miss Coco Bowden. That's MZKOKO Bowden. Until next time, y'all, I'm not going to finish out this whole hour because I'm just too tired. I got to push and do what I got to do. But I love y'all. Until next time, y'all keep it cool, keep peace. Don't do nothing crazy. Talk to whoever you need to talk to whenever you feel yourself going through issues. Don't let it sit there. I get on here, I talk to y'all, and y'all do what y'all got to do too. All right, peace.